Welcome back. This is BNSN. Let's quickly take note of Maruti's auto sales numbers. And for the month of March, well, they've reported total sales of 1.2 lakh units. This is versus 1.1 lakh units on a year-on-year basis. Now, in terms of expectation, this is pretty much in line with what the street was expecting. Close to 1.27 lakh units, 1.29 is what they've delivered. So a tad above what the street was expecting, which means that from last year, it's been a bump up of about 15 to 20% that they've seen for their total sales numbers. And going by the new launches that we've recently seen that have been fairly well that have been received fairly well by a lot of customers, Maruti Suzuki is certainly in top gear for now. It's a 0.5% up move on the back of those March auto sales numbers. 3733 and counting for Maruti as we speak. Just a short while ago, Ashok Leyland also put out a good set. In terms of their exports as well, that's robust. The total export stands at 10,450 units versus 7,836 units. The stock of Maruti is also clearly paying heed to those solid numbers and has jumped up by about 1/3%.
Okay, that's about Maruti auto sales numbers. But move on then and talk about BNSN, the stock game, where our experts are participating. To run us through their portfolio, we have Manish Sharma, Ruchit Jain, as well as Sumit Bagadia. Gentlemen, a very warm welcome. And Manish, I would first like to come to you with your overall portfolio, and if you can run us through your strategy for today.
Yeah, my first call is Cellcon in DLF. The stock has already rallied more than 30% in March series. Overall, still trading in a strong downtrend. We may start seeing some profit booking at the current levels. As per the game show, it has been stopped out. But again, if stock falls below 115, then there is again a shorting opportunity. Placing a stop loss at today's higher levels of 121 and look for the short-term target of around 105. My second call is Cellcon in Vedanta. The stock is trading in a consolidation mode. Overall, facing a strong resistance around 95 odd levels, trading with some negative bias. So one can look out for some technical correction in this counter. One can go short for a short-term target of around 85 and fix a stop loss at 95. My third call is Cellcon in Tata Steel. The stock has already rallied more than 30% in March series. Most of the traders are taking profit off the table. Purely because of long remaining, I feel the stock may test the levels of 300 to 305 in the coming trading sessions. So one can go short for a target price of around 305 and fix a stop loss at 328. My last call is Cellcon in Just Dial. Huge amount of long position witnessed in the F&O contract, but stock is trading on the higher side of range. Overall, there is a multiple resistance zone around 790, 800 odd levels. I feel if these levels are not held, then the stock may test the levels of 720, 700 in the coming trading sessions. So from a short-term trading perspective, one can go short in this for a target price of around 735 and fix a stop loss at 790.
Okay, that's word coming in. Let's move on then to Ruchit Jain. And Ruchit, what's in the portfolio today?
Well, good morning. Overall, I have retained two stocks from my yesterday's portfolio. The first one is Ultratech Cement. This stock has been forming high top, high bottom, and recently we have seen the up move has been backed by very good volumes. Hence, we are anticipating continuation of the up move up to 3,350. One can go long in Ultratech Cement with stop loss below 3,110. And my second call I have retained was a buy call in HCL Tech. The stock overall last 6 months has been consolidating in a range, and prices are currently trading near the lower end of the range. So the risk reward is very much favorable for creating positional longs over here. One can buy with stop loss below 800 and target of 860 in near term. My next call I have recommended today was a sell call in Kane India. The stock has already shown a decent up move in the month of March. The momentum readings now are in overbought zone, and from the overbought zone they are showing negative crossover. So this suggests that we might see some sort of corrective move within this up move. Hence one can go short in Kane India, stop loss above 159 and target would be 146. And my last call was a sell call in Aurobindo Pharma. Oro Pharma, after this up move in last 7-8 trading sessions, it is trading near 61.8% retracement of this previous corrective move. It also coincides with the 89 days exponential moving average, which has been acting as a resistance for this stock. Hence, I was expecting I'm expecting a corrective move from this. For the game share, I placed a stop loss of 720, but it's quite possible in near term the stock could dip up to 690, 92.
Okay, that's a call coming in from Ruchit and running us through his portfolio. Let's quickly run you through Sumit Bagadia's portfolio as well. Now, he has placed a buy call on Glenmark with a stop loss of 775 and a target price of 810. Also, a buy call coming in for a stock that we don't discuss that often, just Jelex, as well as a buy call coming in for LIC Housing Finance with a stop loss of 482 and a target price of 504. His last and final call comes in on HDFC Bank with a target price of 1090 and a stop loss of 1050. Sumit, would like to come to you as to your pick or your call on the overall portfolio. What's been your rationale behind placing a buy call on all these stocks?
Well, see, overall markets were looking good to me. We have seen a good upside move in the markets. So we have selected purely 4 buy calls and purely for intraday and specifically for the game show. Glenmark was looking good for intraday, so we had selected Glenmark for the targets of 810. Presently, it's quoting at 790 levels. Strict stop loss to be placed at 775. Jain Irrigation, second stock was the Jain Irrigation, which was looking good to me, and from past few days we have seen that stock has given good upside move. Still, it looks strong to me. I think if anyone wants to initiate a long, can initiate for the target of 60 to 63 levels. Third stock was LIC Housing Finance. Stocks looks good to me. All these stocks are performing good, like DHFL, LIC Housing. So we had selected LIC Housing because it's trading near higher levels and we're expecting it to move up to 504, 520 levels. So the third stock was LIC Housing Finance, and the fourth stock was from banking space, that is SDFC. SDFC Bank is overall trading at higher levels, so strict stop loss of 1050 need to be placed for the targets of 1090 levels.
There you have it. That's a call coming in on the entire portfolio that's been picked out by Sumit Bagadia. Let's run you through the calculators. It's the last and final day of the stock game. Well, Sumit has all 4 buy recommendations in his calculator. No targets or stop losses hit, but 3 out of 4 are giving you a bit of pain. So the total gain on the portfolio is now just 1.9%, which accumulates to 9,800 rupees. It's been a bit of a tough week, no doubt. Meantime, Manish Sharma, 4 sell recommendations, stocked out on DLF. Even Vedanta showing a bit of pain. Gains on the other 2 stocks, but that's been overpowered by the losses of this week. 18,500 rupees off, that's 3.7% down. And Ruchit Jain then, well, Aurobindo is where he's hit the target price, a sell recommendation there. A great portfolio on day 5. All 4 stocks are in the green. And as we speak, there's a 5% gain, 24,500 rupees, putting him in the leading spot, followed by Sumit Bagadia and Manish Sharma. Thanks very much then, gentlemen, for joining in on this week of the stock game and sharing all of your interesting stock picks. And with that, we wrap it up right here on the show. Got Market Sense up next.